there for a called strike. Giants 3, Braves 2. Last of the night. Infante, 1 hit, 4 at-bats tonight. Wilson on top. Here it is. He got a swinging strike, too. That was a nasty cutter at 91 miles an hour that ended up down below the strike zone. 0-2 the count. Infante, 4 hits in 17 at-bats in the series. Ankiel away from second. Hudson from first. And there's a breaking ball off the outside. 1-2. That one stayed up and missed off the outside edge.
Yeah, he's got 2 types of movement away from the fastball. He's got a cut that'll run flat, and he's got the slider that's got some 2-plane break to it. That, I believe, was an 0-2 cut.
Wilson on top. He throws. Fastball away. 2-2. That one at 96 miles an hour. Infante, before this series, had only seen Brian Wilson 2 times and was 0 for 2 against him. 2 men on, 1 man out. The Giants lead by a run. Here's the pitch. And a cutter. Did he swing? Yes, he did. Strike 3. No appeal needed. The plate umpire, Winters, made the call himself. And that was another nasty breaking ball off the outside and down.
I mean, you keep working different types of movement at that velocity, you're going to get guys that commit early and they'll chase. And for Infante, I don't think he ever really could see the spin on the ball, and he was not taking good swings. They stayed away. They put the different cut on it, got him to fish, big out.
2 down, and here is the former Yankee, Melky Cabrera, batting left-handed. And he takes a fastball on the outside for a called strike. 2 down, last of the night. The Braves are a base hit away from tying this game. The Giants are 1 out away from winning this series. Ankiel at second. Hudson at first. The pitch way outside and high. Posey had to spring out of his crouch and reach high to his left to grab that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cabrera entered the game as a pinch hitter in the 7th and hit one back to Santiago Casilla. He's 0 for 1. Brian Wilson on top. The 1-1 pitch. High on the outside. Ball 2. The outfield has been played deep all through this inning, and they're deep still for Melky Cabrera. Cabrera with a wide open stance, feet wide apart, crowding the plate. 2-1 the count to him. Brian Wilson delivers. Swinging the ground ball to third, backing up Uribe. He's got it. The throw to first is high, but thrown beautifully with a nifty bit of footwork by Ishikawa for the putout. The ball game is over. The series is over. The Giants are heading to Philadelphia for the National League Championship Series. The celebration begins out near the pitcher's mound. They come pouring out of the dugout. The Giants have defeated the Atlanta Braves 3-2.
Well, that's not an easy play by Juan Uribe, but I give him credit for one thing. He did not think about stepping on third. He did not think about going to second. His only thought was to throw to first, and even though it was a bit high, he threw it to the right guy, Travis Ishikawa.
Ishikawa, who is so smooth over there, had to go high, but he stepped across the bag. He changed feet and moved into foul ground as he reached high over his head to snare that ball. Instead of stretching out toward the throw, he had to move to the other side of the bag and did it very fluidly, and that was very well done.
Well, nothing came easy in this game, in this series. It's just another 1-run nail-biter. Both these teams played exceptionally intense baseball for this 4 games of this 5-game series.
The fans, when the game ended, started chanting for Bobby Cox. And Bobby comes out of the dugout now in response to the crowd, and he doffs his cap to them.
John, check out the Giants players.
And the Giants players on the infield have all turned toward the Atlanta dugout, and to a man they stand and applaud for Bobby Cox.
Very nice.
Quite a moment.
Very nice.
29 years as a big league manager, the 4th winningest manager in the history of the game, and Bobby Cox's career as a manager ends with that play at first base. And the Giants, in the midst of their celebration, they stopped and they applauded him. So,
well, this ought to be a pretty good ride home on the plane, and they'll get a few days off to sort of heal up, lick their wounds, and get ready for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Well, you got to talk about the kid. He was fantastic. Madison Bumgarner.
Madison Bumgarner was a big X factor because of his past, because of where he's from, because of where he was raised in North Carolina, because of the team that he grew up rooting for. He never played against. He'd never come into this ballpark. And he comes in here for the first time and faces the Braves in a playoff situation. And boy, did he do 6 strong innings, a couple of runs allowed. But it's the way he did it. It was strike one. It was in their face. It was put the pressure on the hitter, which is what he's done this entire call-up since he's come up from Fresno. I mentioned the remarkable month of September when he had an ERA of 1.15, and he carried it right into here. And again, for a young player to come into this arena and have the success like he had tonight is something that he's going to build on. It makes him a better athlete. It makes him a better pitcher. It makes him a better professional.
Yep. And also, Brian Sabean acquired a couple of guys, a couple of offensive guys, and one of them was Cody Ross. And, you know, Cody Ross didn't do a whole lot the 2 months he was with the Giants. But he started to swing the bat about the last 2 weeks of the season. And today, he hits a home run to tie the game, and he gets a base hit to knock in the 3rd run, which proved to be the winning run. How about that?
Cody Ross, they could not have won this game without him on a night when Derek Lowe was just sensational. The Giants never even had a hit until Cody Ross's home run of the 6th inning that tied the ball game. And although the Braves immediately went back ahead in their half of the 6th inning, it was then Cody Ross when the Giants needed somebody to step forward. They had tied the game on an error, and then Cody Ross delivered again. So Cody Ross, on a night when the Giants scored 3 runs, which was just enough. The last, as you mentioned, the last of them was driven in by Cody Ross. 2 of the 3 total. And Cody Ross, the former Marlin, helps lead the Giants to the National League Championship Series.
Oh, and another guy who wasn't with the Giants when they broke Scottsdale and headed north to San Francisco to open up the season, Santiago Casilla, who has become a huge part of this Giants bullpen and really had been kind of a forgotten man so far in this playoff series. Makes his first appearance and comes in and throws an inning and 2/3 of great baseball. He went right through the heart of the Braves order. I mean, he was fantastic and a big part in getting the ball to Javier Lopez, who got the one big strikeout of Jason Hayward, who then got the ball to Brian Wilson. So the Giants bullpen, the Giants pitching, the Giants in general, I mean, this is a dream come true for this young team as they struggle for credibility in the playoff scenarios. Well, this is a huge feather in everybody's cap tonight.
You know, it was interesting. On the bus last night, Aubrey Huff was sitting in front of us, and he said, that doggone Hinske, he said, he's done that to me 4 times in games where he's played against Hinske, and he's hit a home run to beat him. Hinske's at the plate in the 9th inning. Aubrey Huff is pacing in the Giants dugout from one end to the other. He refuses to watch really what's going on and lets us out of the corner of his eye. Because Hinske, of course, hit the home run yesterday.
Well, the Braves certainly had the people.